System design interviews can feel overwhelming. You're expected to turn vague, high-level prompts into scalable, real-world architectures, all while thinking out loud under pressure. In this video, we'll break that challenge down into a clear, repeatable framework that helps you approach any system design problem with structure and confidence. We'll walk through 4 key stages. First, how to understand and clarify the problem. Then, how to propose a high-level design and get buy-in. Next, how to dive deep into core components. And finally, how to wrap up effectively and leave a strong final impression. Let's walk through a practical framework for tackling system design interviews. This structure helps you stay focused, build incrementally, and communicate effectively, which is exactly what interviewers are evaluating. 1. Understand the problem goal. Clarify what you're building and under what constraints. Example: if the question is design Instagram, don't just start drawing boxes. Ask, are we building the feed, the story feature, or the whole app? What's the scale? Are we assuming millions of users, worldwide distribution? What kind of media are we handling? Just text or images and video? You might say, just to clarify, are we focusing on the photo sharing functionality, including likes, comments, and a user timeline? Also, ask about constraints. How important is latency, e.g., feed load under 200 minutes? Any consistency requirements, e.g., a user sees their latest post immediately. Are there compliance concerns like GDPR? 2. Propose high-level design and get buy-in goal. Outline the architecture and validate it with the interviewer before diving deep. Example: for Instagram feed, front-end sends a request to a back-end API service. The back-end calls a feed generator service, which queries a cache and falls back to a database. Media is served from a CDN. You might include a ranking service using ML for personalized feeds. Ask for feedback. Does this level of abstraction make sense before I dive into the feed generation logic? Why this matters: interviewers want to see if you can scope and communicate a working architecture before optimizing. 3. Design deep dive goal. Choose 1 to 2 complex components and dig into them. Example: deep dive, feed generation logic. You could say, let's talk about generating a user's home feed. The user follows 500 accounts. We'll fetch recent posts from these accounts, sort by timestamp, and score them with an ML model to personalize. Trade-offs: real-time generation versus pre-computed feeds. Use of Redis for quick access versus Postgres for reliability consistency. Seeing your own post versus performance. You could show caching strategy for recent posts, schema of a feed item, user ID, post ID, timestamp, score. Scaling strategy, sharded follower graph storage. Tip: if the system needs to support 1M QPS, talk about load balancing, replication, read-write separation. 4. Wrap-up goal, show you can close strong and consider the bigger picture. Example wrap-up: to summarize, the system has a RESTful API that triggers feed generation. We optimize with Redis caching, media via CDN, and follower data sharded across regions. We use pre-computed ranked feeds for high-scale users and fall back to real-time for long-tail users. Next steps could include adding A/B testing and spam filtering layers. You can also briefly discuss monitoring, metrics, alerts, health checks, deployment, CI/CD, blue-green deploys, extensibility, ML-based recommendations, stories, reels.